Hi, I'm Barbara McRae, and this is Littleton Common. Welcome to our show. No sore backs from shoveling snow this year, but don't put that equipment away yet because who knows? What were you doing on February 15th? If you weren't at the Littleton Council on Aging's Welcome to the 50s party, then you missed a good time. 54 people enjoyed the live music of the California Dreamers, Mark Crory and Rich McGurr. We danced and laughed and got acquainted all over again. There were hot dogs, hamburgers, ice cream sundaes, and root beer floats. How many smiles can you count? Where was yours? Hopefully not at home wondering what to do and thinking you are too young to join us or even too old. Who says seniors don't want to have fun? Well, you haven't heard the last of us yet. There are more parties with music and dancing and plain old good times in the future, and we hope you will be there. And speaking of being there, this party became an intergenerational affair because Nancy Levine and Sandra Casale came with some very young volunteers. Let's hear from them.
Hi, I'd like to thank these volunteers for helping with our 50s party today. I'm Nancy Levine, and two of these gentlemen are my neighbors, and the other is a friend of theirs. This is Mitchell McKee, hello. Eric Kwong, and Brady McKee. They did a fabulous job serving, but they also did a great job in talking to the seniors and the seniors talking to them. It really made their day. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Hi, I'm Sandra Casale. These are three members of my Girl Scout Cadet Troop 60611. We were asked if we could help, some of the girls could help out today at the 50s party, so the girls willingly came to waitress, and Isabel here also did a couple dance moves on the floor, which was greatly applauded. So this is Isabel Tringali, this is Jessica Barron, my daughter Jenny Casale, and they were more than happy to come. In fact, yesterday we went to the Life Care Center with over 60 cards that the Girl Scout troop made for the seniors there. And we got donations from the Littleton Garden Club and a couple parents from our troop to donate cookies. We donated 3 cases of cookies plus some sugar-free donated from Donnellan. So it was a great week to help the seniors.
In case you haven't heard or noticed, there is a lot to do at the Littleton Council on Aging these days. The folks there want you to stay healthy, active, and smiling. If you think you're too young to come or not interested because we're too old, then one thing you can do is volunteer, because age doesn't matter there. We always need volunteers for programs. You could have helped with the 50s party. But now we want to start a coffee social hour, an afternoon tea, and more. If you have a hobby you'd like to share, get on the phone and call 978-540-2470 because they'd love to hear from you. Gail Dalton has been updating her menus, and the newest is the homemade soup and sandwich lunch. We have had such wonderful volunteers bringing in their own soups. So far, it's been potato soup, tomato soup, chicken noodle soup, and vegetable. If you would like to share a recipe, we will accept your offer, gladly. You only need to make one time. You know what? I even volunteered for that, and I don't even like to cook. The soup and sandwich day is on Thursday every week. We need enough soup for 20 people. So let the director, Janice Nowicki, know what kind of soup you're making, and she will match that day's sandwich to it. You know what? This is a great meal, so come on down and try it, even once, because you'll be back, I guarantee it. Let's see what else Gail has to add today.
Okay, we are now in March. I hope everyone's feeling healthier because I know February a lot of people had the norovirus and the colds and the flu. So hopefully with our mild winter, let's pray that we have a nice summer, which I think it might be rainy, but anyways. Okay, for the month of March, Minuteman is doing their annual penny drive for Meals on Wheels, okay? And if you were reading the paper or listening to the news, Governor Patrick is going to do 1.5 million cuts towards the elderly nutrition program. So I actually need everybody to call Representative Asiero, Senator Eldridge, call the governor's office and tell them, please do not make that cut, because that means eliminating Meals on Wheels for all our homebound people in the state of Massachusetts. So if everyone can just please pick up the phone and do that, that'd be great. Also, that's why we're doing the drive, the penny drive, so we want to make donations. So if anyone wants to make a donation to Meals on Wheels, you can write a check to Minuteman Senior Services, 24 3rd Ave, Burlington, Mass. 01803, and make it, and just put Meals on Wheels, and it'll go right to the nutrition department and be a donation. Okay, we really need everybody's help and support. Okay. Also, for the ladies' breakfast, that will be Thursday, March 8th. So all ladies come down, the men make an incredible breakfast. Minuteman's birthday lunch will be March 14th. Everybody whose birthday is in the month of March, come on down. The COA provides a great cake, and Minuteman pays for your lunch. And also, my birthday's in March, so I'm one of the birthday people. So we'll all wear crowns or whatever and get our pictures taken. The men's breakfast will be Wednesday, March 21st. So again, everyone come down for hash browns and home fried potatoes and whatever they make in the kitchen. But also keep reading the broadcaster, because I don't know all the schedules. We will be having a St. Patrick's party, and so we have all kinds of different activities that are going on. So we really need, if you really need to read the broadcaster, and also come down to the senior diner and look at our bulletin on the door, and we'll have everything that's happening for the month of March. So let's hope we see you in March, okay?
Thank you, Gail. Take a look at the menu, because it's looking pretty good. I bet you didn't know that March is National Social Work Month. Social workers deserve recognition, especially the way things are going these days, because there is stress all around us. These are very hard times. Jobs are few and far between. Houses are being repossessed. Gas prices are going up while paychecks are going down. Teens are being bullied and bullying. So consequently, social workers are working full time, including our very own Tina Mater. She's one of those people. She tries to do all of this and more. She is there to provide needs assessments and referrals to appropriate services. She coordinates plans and supervises the Respite Companion Program of the Council on Aging. And all of this while being a mom of a teen, and that's a job by itself. If you need assistance or counseling, call 978-540-2472, Tina Mater, or Janice Nowicki at 978-540-2470, and they will try to find the answer for you. Tina's Living Alone support group will meet on Thursday, March 15th from 10:30 to 11:30 in room 230, the second floor town office building. Do not be alone, because they are there for you. The podiatry clinic will be held on March 27th in room 233 from 9:30 to 2 o'clock. The cost is $25, and don't forget, you need an appointment, so call 978-540-2470. A new craft program is beginning on March 5th at 10 a.m. It's been noticed that there aren't as many crafts programs as there used to be. So what's happened? Too much TV or computers? Well, shut them down and come to room 233 at the Council on Aging and start a project with Sharon Corbin. Every first Monday of the month, this group will get together and make something wonderful, such as a spring door wreath, personalized note cards, scrapbooking, flower arranging, painting, and much more. The cost will be for materials only, and even at that, it could cost you only $0 to $3. And Miss Sharon is pretty thrifty, let me tell you, because I know. Do you knit or want to? Share your talents in knitting, sewing, or crocheting. We have the yarn and the thread. Make something for yourself, or better still, donate your items to the Veterans Hospitals, the Christmas Bazaar, and that'll be for the Fuel Assistance Fund, or lap robes or nursing home, lap robes for nursing homes, mittens, and socks for the needy. If you're interested in any or all of these, come in and join the Loving Stitches Craft Group and bring a friend. This group meets every Monday afternoon at 12 to 2 in Council on Aging Room 233, second floor, Town Office Building, Shattuck Street. Drop in or call Jean Johnson at 978-772-3719 for more information. On March 20th at 1 p.m., attorney Carol Barton from Elder and Disability Law Advocates will be at the Council on Aging. Maybe you should come to this program and see if you're planning your future with the right ideas. And remember, we still have a future, so let's make it work for us. Attorney Barton will have valuable information on estate planning and also speaking on the subject called Don't Go Broke in a Nursing Home. Wouldn't you like to stay in your home? And maybe you can, so come in and listen, but call 978-540-2470 and let them know that you're coming. On March 29th, you can watch the movie The Help. This is the movie of the season and already won some awards. The cost is $2 per person for a good, in fact, a great movie, and refreshments and some nice people to enjoy it with. One nice person is our director, Janice Nowicki, and here she is with more of the happenings at the council.
Thank you, Barbara. Welcome to this section from the Littleton Elder and Human Services. We have a lot going on for the month of March that I'd like to let you know about. But first, I would like to start off and say a big thank you to so many folks who contribute to the success of our department. And if you check in the newsletter, I'm trying to print some of the names of the folks that have been there for us continuously. First, I'd really like to say a big thank you to Donlin Supermarket. They donate so much for us and really couldn't run a lot of the programs that we have without them. And then the individuals listed there, please check your newsletter. Great folks that just contributed lots and lots of time, and a big, big thank you. We're always looking for more volunteers. If you have any hobbies, interests, any talents that you'd like to share with our group, please just get a hold of me. I'm looking for some volunteers to also help out with our Thursday soup and sandwich that we're doing. We're looking for volunteers. We are serving homemade soups. So if you're like to cook, please let me know and would be interested in making a soup for us to serve at lunchtime. We're also looking for folks to be able to help make the sandwiches that we serve as well. So let's begin with what do we have going on in March? Well, just a reminder that March 11th is Daylight Savings Time begins. I know Barbara had mentioned about our new monthly craft club that we're going to be having on March 12th. March 12th through the 18th is Brain Awareness Week. I will have lots of different information available for you at the Senior Center on how to keep your mind sharp and how to improve your memory, so stop by and get some of that good information. On March 15th, our Lunch Ladies and Gentlemen group will be meeting at the Senior Diner. That's going to be on our Thursday that we serve our special soup and sandwich. It's going to be a St. Patrick's Day soup with a corned beef sandwich for just $2, so please sign up for that. On March 16th, that Friday, will be Happy St. Patrick's Day, starting at 11, and we'll have a variety of different Irish fun going on, so stop by and check out what's going on. Also on that March 16th, that Friday, we're going to have a special guest from Minuteman Senior Services in to speak with us about Get Your Plate in Shape. March is National Nutrition Month. And so we're all working at getting healthy. Come see what Peg has to say about how to get our plates in shape. March 20th, there'll be a variety of things going on here at the Senior Center. It is the first day of spring, so check that out. On March 20th at 1 o'clock, we are going to have a special program that I know also that Barbara highlighted, the Don't Go Broke in a Nursing Home. Please come and attend that program and learn how to take care of your money and your funds for you and for your loved ones to plan for your future. It's very, very important. On March 29th is our movie day. We're going to be showing the movie The Help. That would be at 1 o'clock. Just also that a reminder, in March we're going to have Matter of Balance going on. So if you're interested in attending that program in the future, please just let us know. We're going to be doing other health-related programs. We have some special things that will be starting in March or April. Probably more towards April, so I'm not going to talk about them now, but I would like to pique your interest and stay on board because we've got some exciting things that are going to be happening. We'll have an afternoon tea with the director because I'd like to get to know as many of you as possible, so please, when you see that, come on in and see me, and happy spring.
My name's Steele McCurdy. I'm the interim chief for the Littleton Fire Department. I took over as the interim chief at the end of December when Chief Carter departed to join the Lincoln Fire Department. 2012 marks a huge year for the Littleton Fire Department. It's our 100th anniversary. As part of this, we are going to be having multiple events throughout the year in order to celebrate this 100th anniversary. The largest event is going to be during the summer of 2012 with a fire muster. At this point, we don't have a date nailed down. However, there is a committee that's working at a fevered pitch in order to get that accomplished. We're going to have a fire apparatus parade. There's going to be food, games, vendors, and also the fire muster itself, where firefighters from across Massachusetts will meet with townsfolk and compete in different events. We hope that everybody throughout town will take the opportunity to come down and celebrate this milestone with the Littleton Fire Department. With the October snowstorm in 2011, there's a lot of debris down around town, and I know that everybody is interested in getting outside and cleaning that debris up. In cleaning that up, a lot of people will revert to using fire through a burning permit in order to clean up the debris. Burning permits are good from January 15th until May 1st. They can be picked up at the Littleton Fire Station for a cost of $10. The burning hours are every day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. One warning we always give folks is that depending on weather conditions, burning can be limited or canceled altogether. This winter, with the lack of snow and cold weather, we are extremely dry and potentially facing some drought conditions. I would urge everyone to get their burning done early in the season. The state has been known to shut down burning throughout the Commonwealth early. When this occurs, the state does not extend the burning season at all.
Park and Rec also is actively planning programs and activities for Littleton citizens of all ages. So let's hear from Kevin and Aaron on what's going on at Park and Rec during the next few months.
My name is Kevin. This is Aaron. We're here from Parks and Recreation, and we have some information for you. First off, we have a Tiger Lacrosse Clinic, and this is put on by the varsity coaches, the boys and the girls, and some of the varsity players. It's a good way to get in shape for the upcoming spring season. It's on Sunday, on March 4th, at 9 p.m. for the girls and at 1:30 for the boys. It's $50 for residents and $53 for non-residents. Also, in addition, we also have a cheerleading clinic, and that's with varsity coach Whipcomb and a Littleton varsity cheerleaders, and that's March 24th from 9 to 1, and that's $30, and the flyer will be coming out soon. Also, we have Microsoft Word for Beginners, and that's March 7th, and we have some learning guitar lessons. That's going to be a 4-week session. That's going to start March 5th.
Our next session of Zumba begins in March. The classes are on Wednesday mornings, which are great for seniors. We also have Thursday evening classes and Saturday morning classes. Another program that's coming up is our Horses Life in the Barn. The classes are for all ages, and those are on Wednesdays. We also have Lego building, which is for kindergarten through 2nd grade, and that's at Shaker Lane, and that will begin March 13th. And another fun program we have is indoor soccer. That's at Shaker Lane. That will start on March 2nd. It's 6 weeks on Fridays, starting at 3:15.
All right, and coming up on Saturday, March 31st, we'll have the Easter Bunny hopping around. We're going to have a bunny breakfast and a spring egg hunt. And the egg hunt starts promptly at 9 a.m. That's going to be 15 minutes long. Then breakfast will start at 9:15 to 10 a.m. So come on down, have an egg hunt and delicious pancake breakfast with the Easter Bunny.
We also have Camp Tehadawon. The registration is now open for that. That's for kindergarten through 6th grade. And also our CIT program is open, and please register early because spots go fast.
Also, all our sports camps for summer are now available for registration, so start signing up quick for that. We also have a brand new program this summer. It's called TRAC. It stands for Teen Recreation Adventure Crew, and that's for all kids entering 6th, 7th, and 8th grade in the fall of 2012. And registration's open, but sign up quick because there's only 25 maximum of kids in the program, and there's going to be trips such as rock climbing, we'll have bowling, we have a Fenway Park tour, and even Canby Lake Park for the last week. Each week is $225 for residents and $228 for non-residents. But 4th of July week, because of the holiday, it's going to be only $180. And this program is going to run from July 2nd to August 3rd. It'll be from Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Also, we have driver's education classes coming up. Registration is currently open. We have a February vacation driver's ed program. It's Monday through Friday. That's March 20th to the 24th. And that is at 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And it's just an accelerated program for 1 week. We also have March programs, and it's going to be a 5-Saturday program from March 3rd to the 31st. That's from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And if you can visit us at littletonrec.com. If you have any questions, please give us a call at 978-540-2490. Thank you very much.
March is one of our busiest months over here at Indian Hill Music, and let me tell you about a few of the things that are going on. We're starting the month out with the Jazz Jam, which is an open jam session. So if you're an amateur jazz musician, come on down with your instrument or a vocalist on Friday, May 9th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's here at 36 King Street. And you can find out more about the Jazz Jam. It's a $5 donation at the door. You can come jam with our faculty jazzers here, and it'll be a ball. So Friday, March 9th, 486-9524 for more information, or indianhillmusic.org. March is also Guitar Month. We've got 3 different events that are featuring the guitar, and the first one is over at the Kaleidoscope Gallery in Groton. We've got a solo recital with guitarist Dennis Koster, and he does flamenco and classical guitar, and that is on Saturday, March 10th, beginning at 8 p.m. at the Kaleidoscope Gallery, a beautiful place for a concert. You can find out ticket information at 486-9524. And the guitar theme continues with a guitar festival here at the music school, and that is on March 16th, a Friday night, and March 17th, all day here on Saturday. And we've got workshops and special guests coming in to do all kinds of things with guitar. And you can check that out at indianhillmusic.org. Or again, give us a call, 486-9524. There's a bunch of free events for people who are guitar aficionados. If you play the guitar and you're just interested in it, come on down for the Guitar Festival, March 16 and 17. And then the Orchestra of Indian Hill on Sunday, March 18th, we've got a world-renowned guitarist, Elliot Fisk, is going to be our guest soloist for a concert of Spanish and Baroque and classical works that all feature the guitar, and also the orchestra as well. And that is Sunday, March 18, 3 p.m. over at Littleton High School. Elliot Fisk will be performing Rodrigo's famous Concerto de Aranjuez, a beautiful piece that you will definitely recognize, plus works by Mozart and Vivaldi. It's going to be a great concert, March 18th. And what else is going on? All kinds of stuff. Our box lunch, our monthly free concert that you all love to come down to. It's going to be Thursday, March 15th. 2 shows, 11 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. And this time it's going to be soprano Susan Bonito and friends with a really eclectic classical and fun program. So that's March 15th, the box lunch. We've also got the Performathon this month, where our music students and faculty come together to raise money for our music school and all of our programs. So there'll be a bunch of free concerts happening on March 30th and March 31st. All of it's online as well, indianhillmusic.org. We'd love to see you down here. We also need volunteers, so come and check us out.
Good job, thank you. I stopped by the Historical Museum to look at what's going on there. This society keeps putting on some really interesting exhibits. This one, a nostalgic trip into the past through toys. We saw what children played with past and present. It brought back fond memories for me because I loaned them some of my dolls, and one in particular is Marianne. I named her 70 years ago. She is made of celluloid, and has stayed pretty young looking for her 70 years. Why don't you visit the museum? You'll find it fun for all ages, so bring the children and bring Grandma because she will see something that she used. The exhibit runs through May. It's open Wednesdays from 1 to 4 p.m. and the second Sunday of each month, 2 to 4. And also this month's membership meeting is on March 15th, and that'll be at 7:30. The speaker is someone I know, Alan McRae. Alan, even though his ancestors were on the other side, will present a program on Littleton in the Civil War. So join us at the Congregational Church on March 15th. Admission and refreshments are free. And this program happens to coincide with the commemoration of the Civil War 150 years ago. A number of different activities will be held in different towns. Well, Peggy Lappin is doing the Civil War chapter in the new history book for the 300th anniversary, which is coming up in 2014. The Historical Society will hold an open house for the toy exhibit on March 8th from 7 to 9 p.m. And they want to re-announce the toy exhibit to the town, and all are invited. And you really should see this. The Friends of the Council on Aging are so proud to be part of the planning of any activity that will bring our seniors out for a day of living the good life. More good things are coming, so please take advantage of the programs and join us. It's also time again for the donation letters to go out to the community. Please try and help us any way you can, and when you're looking to donate to a nonprofit organization, consider the Friends. Did you happen to take advantage of the Valentine items we had in the thrift shop? We had plenty, and very nice too. Now we have set up for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, so come in and browse. There is something calling you, and at our prices you can use it or give it away. No arm and leg spending here. We price things just right for everyone. The Littleton Country Gardeners program this month is on edible centerpieces. Lou Greenstein, Epicurean consultant, will teach tricks and secrets about edible art. He will create centerpiece from carved vegetables and fruits. Mr. Greenstein is a television chef who has appeared as a regular on Boston's Good Day show. More information about him is on www.louepicure.com. This meeting will be held at New England Forestry on Foster Street. Excuse me, that was the New England Forestry on Foster Street at 9:30 a.m. on March 27th. Please call the hostess, Sue Cummings, at 978-486-9225 for a reservation. I really want to thank the Country Gardeners for all the volunteer time they give to the community. They are always busy with their programs and also volunteering around town. Thank you to Cheryl Cowley Hollinger and Lynn Warren for making soup for the COA Soup and Sandwich Day. And more have signed up. And thank you again to Garden Club member Sandra Casale for volunteering to bring her Girl Scouts to our 50s party. This club of women do not waste a minute to help each other and their friends. We'll soon be making some announcements about something special happening with the Rotary Club, so watch for that in the coming months. But right now, stay tuned for this month's guests. Housing Authority Board member Millie McGovern and Michael Borzek, the Executive Director of the Littleton Housing Authority. I want to apologize for the sunglasses, but I recently had plastic surgery to remove the bags under my eyes. I will tell you more about this on next month's show when we take a look at the results. But today, the show is not all about me. It's something else and an important part of our town. Our guests on this month's show are Millie McGovern, Chairman of the Housing Authority Board, and Michael Borsuk, Executive Director of the Housing Authority. Do you know anything about our Littleton Housing Authority? I confess, I do not know much. But if you're interested, then stay with us, and perhaps Millie and Michael will fill in the blanks. And first of all, let's start with you, Millie. I understand that you're up for re-election.
Yes, I am, Barbara.
And that, how many years have you been on the board?
Well, we kind of had to figure it for a minute, but it's 37 years.
Good.
Yeah.
Why did you pick this board?
Well, it goes way back, naturally, when they were just starting, and I was not in on the survey of the town, but I went in on the board right after that, and that's what got me interested, was the survey and what was going to happen to the elderly and the building. And all of a sudden, there was a vacancy. Stanley Knox was on, and at that time, he decided to get off of the board, and I went on, and it was a delightful time to go on because Mary Hobart was on it, and it was we had a great time.
Yeah.
And so, because of that, different things happened all along the board, and of course, unfortunately, Mary moved and things changed. But I still stayed on the board, and I still enjoy it. I have to admit, I do enjoy it.
Well, good. How many members are on this board?
There are 5 of us.
5. And when do they meet?
We meet the first Wednesday of every month at 5:30 or 5:45 at the housing.
Okay.
At the Hartwell building.
Okay. So what are your duties, actually? What do they do?
Well, our role right now is kind of slowed down because there is no money, as we all know. There's not that much money, and land is hard to find. So what ours is just running what we already have, and signing the bills, and discussion about tenants and what we want to do and what we don't want to do, and if there's anything that comes up, any land, we're interested and we discuss it. And we have a new member on our board, which is very interesting, and because now we can get him up to speed and we go over everything, so it kind of helps us all. And so that's what we really do. It's a day-to-day business now. And but as I said, without too much going on, but something will break and we'll have a big thing coming up, I'm sure.
Sure. Well, yeah, we go up and down, don't we? Well, Michael.
Yes.
So how many units do you maintain, and how many senior units, how many moderate income units?
At Pine Tree Park, we have 48 elderly units. They're all one-bedroom units. And then behind Pine Tree Park on Shattuck Street, there's Patriot Circle, where we have 10 units of family housing there, and we have a duplex elsewhere in town. So we have 12 units of family housing, 48 units of the elderly housing, and then we have access to rental units at Pondside Apartments at Littleton.
Oh.
At that development, there's 90 units total, but there's 32 units that are actually affordable units, and right now we currently have 15 under lease.
Oh.
And the other 17 are leased to other communities.
So, do you remember when they were built?
They were built in 1990. Both Pondside and our family housing, Patriot Circle at Shattuck Street, was 1990.
Oh, wow. Yeah. God. So, is there a waiting list for this? And
currently we have a waiting list for our family housing units. If I just refer to my notes here for a minute, we have 108 applicants on our 2-bedroom wait list.
Wow.
Of the 108, we only have 8 locals. On our 3-bedroom waiting list, we have 26 applicants on the list. 3 are local. And on our elderly list for the Pine Tree Park, we have 30 active applicants on the list, and 3 are local residents. And locals do get preference over
I
over
wondered,
outside.
That's what I was going to ask you. I wondered about that, if it mattered. And the other thing is, how do you qualify to get a...
Well, basically in the Pine Tree Park, in the elderly development, it's 60 years of age or older. Unless you have a disability, then it's whatever the disability might be, you don't have to be 60 years of age. And it's based on income, strictly based upon income. For a one-person household, the income cannot exceed $45,100. And if it's a 2-person household, the total household income can't exceed $51,500. So that's a pretty substantial eligibility income.
Yeah. Well, how do they go about applying for this?
You can call our office at 978-486-8833, and we can mail you an application. Also, there's the ability for those folks that have a computer, you can go online and actually get a standard application from the Department of Housing and Community Development website, and you can get that downloaded to you, and you can fill it out and just mail it to actually any housing authority in the Commonwealth will take that application. Or you could stop in and pick one up.
Oh,
either way.
Good, good.
Yep.
And this is at Pine Tree Park?
At Pine Tree Park at 19 Shattuck Street.
Good. Do you think that the board feels that there's a need for more affordable housing or senior housing?
Well, over the last 10, 15 years, we've been actively looking for land for more family housing rather than the elderly housing.
Okay.
In town, in Littleton, we have 3 facilities that are pretty much dedicated to senior housing. You have our Pine Tree Park, we have Littleton Green on King Street,
right,
and then you also have 50 Mill Pond Apartments at 50 Mill Pond Road, and all of those really target the elderly as far as their tenancy. So, and we're the only program now in town for family housing, and as you can tell from our wait list, with basically 134 families on the wait list for 2 or 3 bedroom units, that's where the Housing Authority Board feels that's where the need is at this point.
Yeah, because it's really rough.
It really is, yeah.
Really rough.
That's the real need.
Yeah.
The elderly seems to be pretty much taken care of. And I mean, of course, there's always room for more units for them, but right now, and it has been for quite a long time, it's the family units. Our families have no place to live, and they want to stay in Littleton.
Yeah, they do. They really
do want to stay in. We have an extremely good school system.
Once you're in Littleton, it does seem as though you want to stay. I know that my husband keeps saying, we're not moving, we're not going to Florida, we're not going here or there, we're going to stay here.
Yeah.
Because he likes it, and so do I. And but you know, you do feel for people who want to stay, and the way things are today, and their houses and everything, money is short and gas is going up.
Sure.
You know, and so they probably.
Well, needless to say, I love Littleton. I mean, that goes without, it's obvious. And so I would do anything to keep these young families in Littleton, and so they can enjoy the feeling and the warmth that there is here in the community. And that's my goal, is for the family units, definitely family units. But if ever the numbers really go up on the elderly, of course we would look, and try to do more for the elderly, try to build. But right now, we really, really need the family units.
Yeah.
And land is difficult in Littleton, and of course, you has to have town water. It can't be well water, and that's why some of the areas in town that over the years they got nice places that we could buy up.
Right.
For off-site family units, which we'd like too, but they don't have town water. So.
Okay. See.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, the state is good. They have a good program. They do. They have a good. It's in place to protect the town as well as.
Well, this is why we like it here.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Right. And I think the elderly and the people that live in Littleton are protective of what we have and keeping it okay, but please letting us stay too.
Yep.
Stay in your own home, like my mom did. She was able to stay in her home until she passed.
Right. Well, the other thing too I notice is that more and more families are taking in their parents.
Thank heavens for that.
Yeah,
Isn't
and
that
that's
wonderful?
where we hope that if you have a house that you want to add something that you're able to for a parent, because my mother came and lived with us for 26 years.
And that was
and it was great. I knew where she was.
Yeah, right.
Other than that, she was in Torrington, Connecticut, and I would have to drive there every week to check on her. And I decided that this was a lot a lot easier.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
children were with her that way
This
too.
is it. They share
Yeah.
the children and yeah.
And then the grandchildren, so that worked out, you know, her great-grandchildren. But, okay, I'm going to ask you, Michael, about funding. Like, where does it come from? And if someone had money to donate, can they do that?
Yes, they can. I mean, certainly if anybody wanted to donate any money to the Housing Authority, we can accept it.
Okay.
It does, it would come into our general fund.
Yeah.
And then subject to, of course, the procurement laws and spending laws that we have to follow. And we are a public agency, and we're governed by public bid and public procurement laws and stuff like that. So you can't. We gladly take the donation, but then it's subject to certain regulations.
Well, yeah.
In terms of how we operate over at the Housing Authority, currently we're self-sufficient. The rents that we take in from our tenants covers our expenses, and it has been that way ever since I've been the director there. And we don't receive any subsidy from the state whatsoever. It's really what over the years we've been spending down our reserves because it's 34 years old, the development itself, and we're beginning to have a lot of systems that need replenishment, but the money's coming out of our savings. So we don't get any subsidy from the state, and whatever we take in, it covers our costs.
Oh, see, I heard that we couldn't donate to it. So I'm glad that
Really?
I'm glad that I asked you that question, because I thought, well, gee, what if somebody has money they want to put in a good place? Can they donate to this?
Well,
And
one
I
of the
heard no.
one of the confusions in that might be you can't donate the money and designate where it's going to go.
Okay.
Like if it's for you're a person that's living there, a relative,
Okay.
you can't do that, right?
Oh.
That's correct.
Okay.
It has to go into the general fund and then by our laws and rules and
But that's
regulations.
okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. And invariably, they'll get benefit from it no matter what.
Right, and
But,
there's so
yeah.
many other places, organizations that the same thing. You donate, and it goes to the general fund.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So
And
this is not
no different.
no
right,
different. And
And you do know that we're state, we're not federal.
Okay.
That's the big crutch in the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's why our tenants sometimes have little roughs about the whole thing, because federal funded, which would be Pondside
Okay.
or what's the other one?
Mill Pond.
Mill Pond. It's really not Pondside, it's Mill Pond.
Okay.
And then every so many years they replace things. Well, we don't do that. We're state, and the state doesn't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
The money isn't there, but the money is there in federal, and that's where they get new refrigerators, and our people don't get new refrigerators, and they want to, well, we're holding back on them, or we're not.
Okay, so
I
you're the
think
bad guys.
We're the bad guys. But
All
we
right.
finally,
Well,
I
we're the
think-
poor guys.
We're the poor guys. but
We're the poor guys.
I'm
but
beginning to think so.
Yeah, I think maybe now we've probably gotten that across to everyone. This is state funded, and that's federally funded. And there's a huge difference, and now they can see the big difference.
Oh, sure, especially when
yeah.
the state is saying I have no money, and then the teachers want to say the state has no money,
Yeah.
no money.
Yeah,
So
Well, the state,
you're on the list.
The state does not have any money. That's.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
it's
true.
absolutely the case.
Sure.
But we were able to secure back in 2009 $1.3 million to do a total renovation of the exteriors, new windows, new roofs, new siding, repair some carpenter ant damage in many buildings. So. We are really thankful that we got that money. Otherwise, we'd really be in tough shape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we did get the 1.3, and then we got a grant from the town through the CPA funds to redo the interior hallway, the carpeting. And that turned out real nice.
Good.
So that was nice effort through the CPA. So
That was about,
you know, right now I'm knowing the condition of the state finances, I'm really quite happy with where we are.
Well, okay. If you're happy, we're happy.
Our operational money's a little tight, but we got a lot of improvements there.
Yeah. So can anyone volunteer to help you with landscaping or repairs, or do the people who live there do that at all?
A number of tenants really do take care of the common areas. You know, it's good therapy for them. They love to get out and do it, and,
Right.
and we really appreciate that. And if a tenant wants to do that, that's reasonably and okay. we've had a lot of offers for volunteer groups to come in and try and do work around us. It's an insurance issue for us.
Oh, yeah.
We have some directives from the agency that regulates us saying that you have to always be sure that you don't expose yourself to a liability, a suit liability. So when groups are contacting us to volunteer their help, the first question I have to ask them is, do you have an insurance coverage for us? And a lot don't. I mean, they don't know. We're just a group of school kids who want to help out.
I know, we've discussed that, I know.
And they just, I have to protect the agency.
Right.
With any potential liabilities, and I'd have to insist on an insurance thing. And usually that kind of puts a squash on it because it's just, they don't have
We
it.
really would like to have the kids come in, and we've done that.
Yeah.
It's many times it comes up, and this is the outcome. We can't do much about it. Our hands are really tied.
Yeah.
And we certainly don't want to have any lawsuits one way or the other. And,
True.
I mean,
I want to come in and help plant, though.
Yeah, you can complain. We'll let you. But we'll just have to know who's coming.
Yeah.
We have to check you people out because you're with our elderly and we're protecting our elderly. And we don't want you to bring anyone in planting that we're not sure.
Or ragweed or anything like that.
Exactly. We got to check out those plants.
Well, I think that we've kind of covered what people might be interested in, and and help us out a little bit, help me out a little bit, and and I'm glad that you're staying on the board, or hopefully.
I know, gee whiz, I know.
It'd be a tough election.
I know, really. Yeah, right.
But I want to thank you both for being here today.
Well, it's our
and
pleasure.
I hope this answers some of the questions that you might have, because it helped me. If you want any other information, you can email Michael Borsek at littletonh@aol.com. And look for us next month when our guest will be, just join us. But have a happy spring on March 21st. And don't forget to hug a senior.
Thank you, Barbara. How you guys? Oh man, how you folks doing today? My name's Kevin.
Now we start again.
All right, and I did mention something about February vacation. I want you to scratch that and forget I said that. Sorry about that, folks.
Having you here, as you know, they all.
Stop. You got to do it again.
Are you kidding? Oh.
Sorry.
The whole thing.
Stay tuned for this month's guest, Housing Authority Board Member Millie McGovern and Michael Borsek, who is the Director of the Housing Authority. The whole thing is ruined.
This year was a big year for the Littleton Fire Department. Can we start that over, Mark?
Absolutely.